All right, good morning, anybody that's out there. I'm just doing some wire wrapping right now and wanted to kind of, I don't know, just burn some creative energy this morning. All right, so let me get set up. And I'll get started. I'm going to be doing the same technique that I did yesterday. If anybody was able to see the live yesterday, I just used some wire. I have a little bit of music playing because I probably am not going to be like speaking the whole time. I'm just going to kind of get to work. So I have a little music. If anyone is bothered by it, you'll have to let me know, or if you can't hear me or something. Go for it. I have several gemstones here. And I'm going to start wire wrapping. See what I end up with. I got copper wire, and I've got copper, of course, silver, and like tarnish resistant gold wire. And I'm trying to angle everything so people can see. I think I'm going to start out with these. They're like magnesite. That's one kind of turquoise imitation bead, so I'm gonna maybe start there. I have got several different beads there. Maybe you can learn about some of the gemstones. I am definitely still learning about all of that. I do know that one of my favorites is jasper, and let's see, I'm trying to position everything so you'd be able to see. I would like for this to be good enough to keep on the channel as like a tutorial, so trying to make sure everything is visible there, and then I'm gonna get going. So I need my wire, which I've got here. The thickness of the wire kind of matters too. One of my wires is pretty thick. That's, let's see, the 820 gauge. I'm gonna try it again and see what I come up with, but I've also got some that's 24 gauge wire that's much thinner. What I did yesterday was double up on this. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is purchase 22 gauge. 24 is just a little bit too thin, so I'm gonna look for some 22 gauge wire that's a little bit thinner than the 20. This is very stiff. But I'm gonna start with it and see what I come up with, because sometimes, like if you're wire wrapping a head pin, that's pretty like, that's pretty thick too. Most head pins are pretty thick. Okay, so I get my tools and see what I can come up with here. This one, I think I'm only gonna wrap a little, because the wire is so thick. It's just not gonna be great for wrapping. So maybe I can try one of each. This 20 gauge, and then that would be good as like a little test. 20 gauge, and also in addition to 20 gauge, the 24. Let's do both. Making a small loop here at the bottom. Now, if I were doing a head pin, like a flat pin there would be no loop at the bottom. But this one is gonna have a small loop at the bottom. Good morning, everyone. Just burning some creative energy here, and also hoping to get some watch time hours going. I kind of slipped on those, so I'm trying to get back in the game, get back with it. Okay, so I have seen people do this, and let's see if I can improve my technique. And it looks like it's easier than doing it by hand. You have a little bit more, you can, more range of motion, I guess, than doing it with your hand. You have more, you're using the tools. So right off the bat, I can see my technique improving by doing what I've seen on other tutorials. Okay, I sort of just wanted a little bit of wire wrapping, so I might snip this and let this be it. Yeah, I think I'm done. Okay, I kind of was not wanting to work with that 20 gauge, but it looks like it didn't do so bad. That could be used as a piece in an earring, or you could attach different gemstones to that. So this is just kind of what I was working on yesterday, and I found that I really like doing something different. Lots of times I'm making hoops, and so I wanted to try something different today. Nothing wrong with my hoops, I love them. Just wanted to switch it up a little bit. So now it's time to tuck that edge so that it's not sticking out, hurting anybody. Well, there's that one. Hi, Patty. How are you? Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for joining me. You're an early bird like I am. You wanted to inspire me with that walking. I got my walking done yesterday, Patty. I got to do some more today. I have been bad about being consistent, so I'm gonna get going again today. Okay, so I'm gonna do. I think I'm trying to figure out which one I want to try now. Let me try a head pin. I'm glad you're well. Thank you so much for joining me. Working on these watch time hours. Kind of slipped on those, so I'm trying to get back in the game. Trying to decide here. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna try a head pin. Let's see if I can do a little dainty wire wrap with a head pin. You can do so many different things. You can do like wire wrapping that's a ton of wire wrapping. You can just do a little bit and a different wire. And so I said I wanted to kind of get into it today to see what I end up with. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry. I'm looking in the bins behind myself, trying to find my head pins. These are flathead pins. I've got some head pins here. Thank you. I gotta do better with my health. I'm love to eat sweets too much, and so trying to really work on that and get my walking going again. I used to be a lot better at it when I was a little younger, but really got out of the habit of all that walking, so got to get back into that habit. So and this is a loop at the end, so I want to try one with no loop at the end, like have a cleaner end. And these head pins are thick, so this is going to be a little challenge for me trying to get this wire wrap just a little bit. I've sometimes you get inspiration by looking at other artists' work, and right now I'm just trying to see, well, can I do that too? And that's how I got started. I started watching tutorials on jewelry making and just fell in love with it and wondered if I could do that too. So I guess I'm kind of continuing that. Okay, let me try using I always want to use my hands instead of the tools sometimes, and I think that's where I get in trouble. The tools they're helpful. They are here for a reason, right? So let's try these tools. Since I'm working anyhow, I thought I would just, start turning the camera on more. Maybe people could give tips, or maybe I will be teaching somebody else something too. So Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do. It's just a little bit of wire wrapping. Now I gotta try to fix that up, clean it up with the my pliers here. And I'm sorry if that music is loud. I just kind of wanted to not have so much silence because I knew I would be working, maybe not talking so much. So I got a little copyright-free music playing. This artist his name is LiQWYD. And when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna post all of his info. I love his music for like content creation. And I hope it's okay that I have the playlist going. I'm gonna give all of the credit in the comments, so everybody can maybe check him out too for their videos. Okay, this is the part I always have trouble with right here. So see if I can get the kinks worked out of my process and continue the wire wrapping. I really like to do this. It's something I kind of had stopped doing lately. Lately I've just been doing lots of hoops. But okay, so that's what I ended up with. The ends are tucked pretty well there. See, nothing is sticking out, so that, you know, I wouldn't hurt anybody. Like if this were just a little pendant on a chain or something, this could be on a choker. There we go. It could all be a part of a cluster with lots of different beads hanging or something. So I like that. Kind of like that a lot. What would be neat is if I could maybe make clusters with these little ones around it, just turn into a little earring. That might be cute. This is the same material. It's yeah, it's like reconstructed turquoise. So, okay, there's a couple of things. I've got these green beads that I love. My favorite colors are blue and green, so I have those here a few times. I believe this is called African turquoise, but someone told me this is truly an agate. Wait a minute, they said at Jasper? I'm gonna have to do some research on this one, but I know it's pretty. I like green, so. Do I want to try some gold? I don't know if I have my gold with me handy. I have some tarnish resistant gold. Uh-oh, here we have our ads. Maybe I'll stick with, maybe, I wonder if copper would look good with that. The only thing is I hate that bottom. I have to get me maybe some copper head pins. I don't like the loop at the bottom unless I was going to attach something. I kind of want it to be clean, so I think I'm going to stick with this head pin. Just do another head pin. You bend it back, then you reposition this. I just think these make cute little pieces with like pendants. And see that makes a nice hole at the top for whatever, you know, whether there's a chain that's gonna go through it to make a little dainty necklace, or whether you're gonna make a larger piece with lots of clusters or something. So let me get my other tool. I think practice, what do they say? Practice makes perfect. So I'm gonna have to keep practicing. Got my little gemstones out, trying to practice today. And I saw another jewelry creator yesterday that said stacking was big, and I know I've seen people stack pieces, you know, for a long time. He was saying it's a trend, so I guess it's back in fashion, stacking. So maybe I can do a couple of pieces where I do some stacking. It's just where one bead is on top of the other. Okay, so it's time to snip that off. Okay. Got my, trying to immerse myself in the jewelry making. Make a go at the business. Okay, so I've got no rough edges. Yeah, just creating, burning some creative energy this morning. I've already had one cup. Be on my second cup of coffee soon. But with that, I know I have to make sure I've got lots of. Thank you so much, Patty. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Sometimes I get out of the habit of YouTube. I'm always creating the jewelry, but then I'm just thinking, got to make content. Why am I doing this and not? I could just point the camera down and go. Maybe somebody else would like to see. But that encouragement sure did feel good. Thank you so much. Like I told my students, I be trying. I was talking about dancing. Somebody said, "Can you dance?" And I said, "I be trying." And they were trying to correct my grammar. I said it improperly on purpose, but I was cracking up at them. They said, "Did you just say I be trying?" So I be trying with this jewelry. Good morning, Yvette. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. You're an early bird like I am. I'm a morning person. Trying to get back into the swing of things. Trying to make a few wire wrapped pieces, Yvette. That's what I've got so far. Just jasper and reconstructed turquoise. I think I'm gonna use this thinner wire now and see if I can double up and make a little bit more wire wrapping, and then maybe I'll try the copper later. I'll try copper in a minute. I know I like to work now with teardrops. I didn't bring everything over here with me, but I was working on this yesterday, trying to make pendants and with chains. So I know the fall's coming up, so I had a pumpkin earrings going yesterday. So let's see, I said I was gonna, this is the thinner wire. See how it's more flexible than what I just had? So I'm gonna half this up and I'll try to see if I can get both of these through that hole. It might be too small. Suppose if I like the way this turns out, I might use this as a the earrings. So already I can see this is like too big at the bottom. I don't like the way that's looking. So let's see if I can, maybe I have to use the 20 gauge with this one. And just have a little bitty loop at the bottom. Just might have to have that. I think it's too thin for it to stand on its own. Oh, let's see. I've seen people do their wire wrapping like this too. Make their pendant go horizontally, like their necklace. Huh. That's a thought. Let's see. I think I just might do that. And in that case, I'm going to need loops on both ends. Morning, Wanda. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I said, Wanda last night said I might be back on last night, huh? That did not happen. I had to let down. But I'm a early bird, so I thought I need to burn this creative energy this morning and wake up. Yeah, let's try some thicker wire here. I'm doing good. Doing good. Nice to see everybody here. Really appreciate it. I think this is probably too much wire for what I might not do a lot of wrapping. I just really want to make this a pendant, I think. Just have some, let's see, I think maybe just a tiny bit. It's not gonna be lots, just a little bit. Just a little bit of wire wrapping to make the pendant. That's the part that would be for a necklace, I think. Just wanted a little piece there, little wraps. Trying to make sure that this as flat as it can be. A garden channel. Oh yeah, that's Miss Patty's garden and more, right? Yes, Patty's Kitchen, Garden and More. The garden channel. Boy, y'all inspire me, all the good veggies. I have to do way better eating my veggies. So all of the garden channels are like awesome. Just not only do y'all eat them, you have them from your own garden, fresh. And I think that's wonderful. I don't have a garden. I have a plant downstairs. I've always said I don't have much of a green thumb. My mom sure did, but I don't. And I suppose I have to try harder at it. But I sure do have my plant. I have bandaged to keep my plant nice. It sits on my kitchen table. It's a, I want to say it's an Easter lily. She had roses and all kind of stuff in our garden, and she's gone on. She's in glory now, but my sister sends pictures of her stuff that's in bloom still. That, you know, when it comes in bloom in spring and summer, and I'm just like, wow, she's still here with me, with us. Okay, this one's giving a little trouble. Want to close that up there. I'm trying to tuck it. Want to just put that little piece there. Okay, so this one's kind of, don't know. I want to do that one better. So we try that one again. I think I have an idea to make that one better. I think the wire is too thick for this one, for what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to double it up and make, try to wire wrap the ends. And I think that's going to make the pendant look better. Trying to figure a way to get this wrapped a little bit better. Yeah, let me try it. Let me try one more time. If at first you don't succeed, all right? But I think I know what to do to make that one better. Okay, I'm gonna cut that loop off and make it just straight. And I think I got it. I think I got it now. All right, here we go. Now this is what I needed. Okay, this wire is so thin until you kind of can use your fingers with this one. Might not need the tool with these. This is the 24 gauge wire. So maybe I don't, looks like I don't need much wrapping. It's just a little bit to make it look the best that it can. Yeah. That's kind of what I was looking for, just a little bit at the top, but not too much, not over the top with the wire wrapping. So I think I'm gonna cut everything now and just do my tucking. Okay. A little too much wire. There we go. I'm getting it. Wow, okay. And then you just scrunch, try to make it look pretty. Make sure there's none sticking out. This is real thin and easy to get misshapen, I guess. So, okay. Finish the last one. Okay. This one was easier, and it even looks better at that end. It's getting, I'm getting there. Gotta have a really good handle of these tools. I'm learning so I can fix the wire and like mold it the way you want it to go. Okay. Yeah, this one was much easier. Okay. I might do that one all over again, but that's what I wanted to do this morning, wire wrap. Okay, not bad. I'm wanting a 21 gauge. It's probably the perfect number. But what I would do is put jump rings here. And that would be the little it would be the pendant. And so this is for the earring. And I have to do one more for the earring. And there you have a little set. You just add your chain. Yes, thank you so much for watching. Sure do appreciate everybody here and everyone that catches the replay. So appreciate it greatly. And for those thumbs up, thank you. Okay. Maybe one more, it looks like. Trying to match my other earring pendant. Okay. it in. And all there is to do now is add the ear wires to these. Okay, I think that's good. No edges sticking out. So there's my piece for the necklace and the earrings. Let's do one that's a little longer. Let's do something different. Shape. This is called a leopard jasper. It has, see how the little, kind of has leopard spots there? Like a reddish and brown color. And there's some more of the colors. These are darker. But see how they have the spots like a leopard? So that's what I work with. That is more red. So maybe those two, I'll work with those two. Maybe it'll be a good time to use the copper now with that color. Let's see, let's do a pendant. Why not? for a necklace. Copper is kind of thick wired. This is I think this is 20 millimeter. See what I can do. Is that my cat or the ad? Okay. I think this one won't be wire wrapped. I'm just gonna have the loops. But maybe I'll wire wrap the earrings, we'll see. So this one is just gonna be, I would just put my jump rings and then add the chain. And have copper chain. Maybe it'd be a little cute, kind of red toned piece. Okay, I want my one-step looper. Where is it? Help me close that. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Some copper head pins. Okay, now let's see those. Thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate you. Thank you. So this may have a dangle at the bottom. Maybe I'll put some kind of pendant down here at the bottom for the earrings. I have plenty of copper charms. That might be nice. Yes, thank you so much, Miss Patty. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to learn how to work more with putting my metal with the gemstones, because I have so many materials that kind of just sit in my box. So I've been really thinking about, well, how can I use this? What did I get all this stuff for? I gotta use it. So for sure I can find some kind of copper piece to go at the bottom there. I've got lots. Yeah, you can attach it with a jump ring. Yeah, let's see what I can find in there with my copper items. And I've got a ton. You got little flowers there, maybe 2 copper flowers at the bottom. That might be kind of cute. Okay. Yeah, I will have fun being creative today. Who knows what I'll come up with. I like that already because it's not kind of plain. Got some teeny tiny jump rings that will make that look nice. They're not all so big and bulky. Let's see. They're tiny, but that's some thick metal. I'm on 10%. So I'll finish up these earrings, and I'll probably call it a morning. That's the bottom. Oh yeah. really trying to gear up for Christmas. I've heard a lot of Etsy people say that so we'll see. I don't know. Just being creative. See if anyone likes that, I guess. It looks a little crooked. Is that crooked? I don't know. That can be fixed with the tools. Now I think that's better. I hear a lot of people on Etsy say that the fourth quarter of the year, you know, the business year, fiscal year, is when most people make, some people make the majority of their, you know, their funds, their profit, because people are getting gifts and whatnot. So I think there's some truth to that, but I also know this year is different. We're a couple of years out of COVID now, or at least one good year. And so some people attribute success on Etsy to, oh, I got one more to make. I didn't make both of them, did I? Nope. Some people attribute their success to COVID because people were at home, so they had time to shop online. So I think this year is an interesting year because we'll find out, you know, if the business is doing good, or I don't know. You just go with the flow, do what you can. But I do know that the virus years, a lot of makers did really well. And some people that have coaches or whatever, they say that I don't know. I heard some people go back and forth and say it's not a good thing to be on Etsy now, or it's not as good because it is, you know, everyone's not at home watching the internet anymore. And so I hear people say that it was good to get started on Etsy during those times, but not so much now. And I don't know. I guess it just all depends on you. If you have what people want. So the whole business world aspect is interesting. I don't like it as much though as the making. I like this creating part a little bit better. The business stuff is not quite my forte. But I gotta read up and learn about business. It kind of goes with the territory. So gotta improve in lots of different ways. Techniques and learning. That's what life is all about, getting better. Or at least trying to. Okay. I had not made my pendant there, or my earring there. So okay, let's close that up. No sharp edges for anybody. I feel like I'm gaining a little bit of doing a little bit better with the wire wrapping. It's something I think you just gotta keep practicing. And I used to practice more, but got out of the habit recently making all the hoops. So nice to do something different this morning and yesterday. It was really refreshing doing something different. So okay, here we go. Now I can add my my flower there. And all of the metal things I have, I'm learning that I can do a lot of different things with them. They don't have to just be just the metal piece alone. There's nothing wrong with that, but I can also add things. Okay, so all I would do for the finished parts is I would just add my ear wires. Kind of want to concentrate this morning on wire wrapping. So I'm not quite adding all the finishing touches, just the basic pieces. And there's another like that would be horizontal on your neck, and then you'd add, I would add jump rings here for the chain. So just pendants and earrings. I like that. Do I want to do another one? Let's see, what time is it getting to be? Maybe one more. Maybe just the pendant on that one. I think that one is one of my favorite beads. The dalmation jasper. It's pretty. Maybe I'll just do a basic wire loop there at the top. That could be a little earring bauble. That could be a pendant, or it could be a cluster, part of several. Or this could be at the bottom of like a dangle at the bottom of a silver piece or something. Here I go with my fingers again. Maybe that means I'm getting better at it. See, so that's just leopard dalmation jasper. As you all can see, jasper is one of my favorite beads. I've got leopard, dalmation, all kind of jasper there. African turquoise here, what they call it, but I've heard that's jasper as well. So I wonder if I could do something with silver. I know what would be cute is if I had maybe a doggy, like a pendant or something, doggy charm. Let's see, I have a lot of these. Wonder if we can make clusters. Add a jump ring, make a couple clusters. Maybe that's not the best one. I would need a connector, I think, for that one. So I'll keep thinking about what I can do with that. But I have, I have a ton of things that I can turn into sets. So, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting quarter4 from what I've learned about in business. For the fourth quarter is the last 4 months of the year, so we shall see. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna call the morning for now. So to recap, this is what I came up with so far. I wanted to work on my wire wrapping. Got these are gonna be earrings. Just copper and leopard jasper. That will be the pendant. And I have a little bit of sterling silver wire, like chain, and a little bit of copper chain. I have to figure out which one to use with that. Probably copper, since everything is copper here. I have this just a basic wire wrapped gemstone there. That could just be a piece to something else, or it could be standalone, just something small and dainty. These I wasn't quite sure what to do with. I was just getting started. I think this is my favorite, the one that does not have the loop at the bottom. The one with the loop at the bottom, I'm gonna have to figure out. It's gonna probably be a cluster or a piece of something else. And the other thing I made was, these will be the earrings. I'll just have to add my ear wires, and that will be a pendant for a necklace. Just add jump rings there, and my chain. I like it. Yesterday I was working with some leather, so that was kind of fun. I used to, when I first started jewelry making, I used to see lots of people with neat leather things. So maybe I'll do some leather later. So you never know if I'll be back on today. I'm having fun creating this summer, and I'm thankful to God for the opportunity to. Okay, also thankful for all of you. Thanks for watching me this morning. I really, really appreciate it. Trying to get going again on YouTube. And this time maybe I won't stall again, but we're all about trying to improve, right? So have a great morning, and I will be seeing you guys on your channels, and I might be back on today, not sure. But I hope y'all have the best day ever. Best Friday ever. Es viernes, Wanda. Es viernes.